Hey YouTube, how's it going? I'm trying to, I was trying to get this section of the I-4 exit into downtown Tampa. It's one of my favorite exits, and I was trying to get it at speed and be able to lean the bike, but as I was approaching, there was a bit of traffic and I couldn't clear it fast enough, so this bus in front of me closed me out. See if we can get the second half of it a little bit better. That won't be happening. I needed to get into the left lane, but the green truck wouldn't give me enough space. Right between to the front, and too much traffic for shenanigans today. If you follow me on Instagram and you saw my previous video where my daughter goes swimming for the first time, you will know that I have a newborn, about 3 months old, and on the days coming up to having a baby and throughout pregnancy, people kept saying that I should get used to a living thing that only sleeps, eats and poops, and sometimes it cries. But what nobody does, or what nobody tells you, is that the babies move, and move a lot. They like to swing their arms like batshit crazy, kick into the air like they're playing hockey or air guitar. It's sometimes it gets frustrating because they are sleeping for a few hours, and I guess they go into a dream or something, and they're just going at it, swing and swing and swing away. So you wrap them up to keep the arms from moving, and since their arms can't move anymore, they go to the legs and they kick, and they kick hard, because sometimes I put them in bed so I can keep the arms steady, and she will kick the bed and it vibrates the whole thing. It's strong. And then you go ahead and wrap the legs and lock so she wouldn't move anymore, and then she starts shaking so she can get her arms and legs out. It's something that nobody tells you. There's no parenting book that mentions the movement of the babies. Even if it is not as common as I think it is, maybe my baby's weird one. She's not the only one, because I have other friends that have babies told me that their kids moved a lot. So it should have been mentioned on the parenting books that babies move this way. I did hear about babies swinging their arms at night, but like a one instance thing, and waking themselves up because they get scared of the shaking or something, and that's why they recommend swaddling for the first few months. But yeah, they don't tell you how much I move at all. You can take this one. Yeah, it's crazy. Another thing that I came to realize is the amount of lack of faith that there is on fathers, the male half of in parenting books and hospitals, and I take a daddy boot camp class, and even there you can see in it, they everywhere I see they treat fathers as probably it's an old view from the 70s as far as I know, but not 70s, from the 50s and 60s. Fathers are just a play object for kids where that come home from 8 hours, 10-hour work days, pick up the kid and probably play with it or watch TV with it, or that's it, and move on. And then the mother is the one that does everything, raising, feeding, changing, and the father is only involved for 5-10 minutes at the end of the workday. And I think that's what people still believe it is, because that's what I notice on parenting books. That is, oh, you're gonna see your husband don't know how to change a diaper, don't know how to feed, don't know how to hold, and you have to show him the way, and he might never get it right. Stuff like that I heard and read. And when my wife gave birth, she had to get some stitches, so she wasn't very mobile during the first few days while we were at this hospital. So I took care of the baby while she was in bed, and that meant feeding her, changing her, playing with her, reading to her, and my wife would hold her at night and things in bed, since she wasn't very mobile, as I said. And the nurses wanted to know when the baby ate, so they want to keep track that she's getting the right amount of food for the first few days and or hours after being born. And they were impressed and amazed that I knew exactly at what time, how much, and what kind of food, if it was breastfeed or if it was a little bit of formula, and how, if it was through the syringe, through the spoon, through a bottle. They were so amazed that they kept asking for my logs to keep track of it, because they were very detailed. And it made me surprised that they were so amazed that the father would be doing this. And I'm wondering how often do they see this in a hospital, if at all. So I don't know where I'm going with this part of the blog, but yeah, it sucked that being a father was, for what I read, you instantly made a fan of, in a sense that you are basically useless of raising a kid. Hopefully this view goes away as the new age of rearing a kid comes along. So yeah, that's just what I noticed in the months coming up to the birth of my daughter, and now. I still get asked at home if in the 3 months that I had my daughter, if I ever changed the diaper. And like, yeah, I got the first diaper, and I got every diaper after that for the first week. I was on vacation, and I made my goal to be involved in everything with my daughter, and that involved every single diaper for a week until I go back to work. And I get some surprised faces, been like, "Whoa, you do that? That's crazy. And you should." How's it going?
How you doing?
All good. You?
Yeah, good. How's it running?
Awesome.
Yeah, I mean, you're hooking up now.
Yeah, recording the people, stupid guys.
So you can see that. So you can see the experience.
Yeah. Alright, well, that's it for that, and hopefully I get some comments on the topic. I know that Jake with the garden snake. Got a kid not about around the same time as mine was born. So if he gets to see this, I would love to get his input on the how's Barnhold treating him. So have a good day and see ya.